Within the framework of the negotiations between the Israeli entity and the Palestinian side under the auspices of the U.S., the Israeli forces of occupation released 26 Palestinian prisoners. 9 of them spent more than 20 years in the Israeli jails. This is the second batch of released prisoners, following the first one, which took place last August, in which 26 other Palestinian prisoners were released. The huge crowds in the Palestinian streets received the released prisoners by official and public celebrations, which were so massive at Beit Hanun crossing, which leads to Gaza Strip, where 5 freed prisoners crossed from. The other prisoners arrived at the headquarters of the Palestinian Authority in Ramallah. Finally, a few hours after the release of the Palestinian prisoner, the Israeli occupation authorities announced a new settlement scheme to build 1,500 housing units in the occupied Jerusalem. The new scheme came after approving last June a plan to construct 69 settlement units in Abu Ghneim mountain. Meanwhile, Israeli occupation bulldozers started to demolish a residential building in the town of Beit Hanina, north of the holy city. Also, in a new aggression in the town of Taqwa, east of Beit Lahm, a Palestinian boy was injured by Israeli live bullets fired at random while storming into the town. Israeli forces of occupation also arrested 6 Palestinian young men in similar raids in several Palestinian cities. As part of the Israeli aggression on the Palestinian land, Israeli settlers committed a heinous crime by uprooting 600 olive trees and burning them by using chemical substance south of Nablus.